New One Piece chapter, which is gonna be hype. Judging by this title, Nerona Imu descends. Where though? To the other world? To the basement in Merijoa to look at that giant straw hat? Or actually to Elbaf to fight with his bare hands? Let's see. Let's keep the cover page. Imu still on Merijoa. Great Imu. Did I hear you correctly? Surely you don't intend to actually visit Elbaf yourself. We have the Gorosei, but only 4 of them. Rest in peace, Saturn. Please reconsider for you to descend to the lower realm. Celestial dragons always refer to the world below as the lower realm, to whatever is beneath Merijoa. I guess everything else. How many realms are there? Well, in my theory I said there are 2 worlds, but we'll see. Anyway, oh, there he is, the 5th member, fucking Garling. This is no time for idleness. How long can the Holy Land possibly be defended under these conditions? What do you mean? We were arrogant to think we could easily stop the lower realm dwellers from using starvation tactics against us. You mean the revolutionary army? If you were real gods, you wouldn't have the need for nutrition. What good are leaders who can't even keep their own troops fed? Well, maybe you should start harvesting some crops there, banana head. Our priority should be rallying the military might needed to assert global dominance. Well, you are the world government. Even the former navy, and he gets cut off by his cell phone. Who's calling? Garling, where's the food? There's no way for a celestial dragon to live. Okay, some celestial dragon bitching. Oh, it's the traitor. I thought I told you, York. The whole land is facing a food shortage. Do you know one of the things that might break this deadlock? The mother flame. And we see it there on the back. Maybe you can grill some meat over the mother flame. If you truly wish to live like a celestial dragon, hurry and produce energy. This wasn't part of the deal. Some might claim the original Vegapunk was aligned with this rebellion. Well, that's true. He was an ally of the revolutionaries. Consider this your penance. One disaster after another. And it all started after Nika resurfaced. That's just a coincidence. Are we to write off, and this guy thinks the same thing, are we to write this off as a mere coincidence? Okay, get this guy out of the Gorosei, man. Or was all of that inevitable? In any case, Great Imu, you should not leave Pangea Castle. Hey, watch your mouth. Allow us to dispatch Navy admirals to Elbaf instead. And we see Imu still on the flower room. Where are the butterflies? That won't do. Consider all the other incidents that have arisen. Our hands are tied. In that case, we must once again go and get our asses kicked. Yeah, let's not forget Egghead, where Saturn got vaporized. Mercury. This is no mere coincidence. Arrogance, idleness, negligence, pride. Thou must cast aside these follies at once. All this was inevitable, as Thanos would say. A lot of references to fate, destiny. And then we get flashbacks of Imu, beginning with Rocks saying, "I'll be back." Roger on the execution platform, jump-starting the golden age of piracy, the search for the One Piece. And we see Shirahoshi as a baby, or Poseidon. It appears that Neptune has had a daughter. We also see Shanks. That devil fruit was stolen. The Nika fruit is something I've foreseen lurking on Elbaf. Harald, and then Loki. We have intel on the Fog ship's captain. His name is Loki. He is Harald's son. We also have the standing corpse of Whitebeard. R.I.P. Why would Whitebeard protect that young man? Who is he? Monkey D. Luffy. And that one? Marshall D. Teach. How many D clan members are here? At least 4. So that's when Imu got informed about their existence during the Marineford War. I guess that's when the world in general got to know them. Nefertari D. Lily. We also see Cobra on his final moments. Joy Boy, Davy Jones. We got the flashback of actually the first time we saw Imu when he cut the bounties of Luffy and Blackbeard to pieces. And also the picture of Shirahoshi. Will thou keep making Mu suffer? Why are you suffering? But interestingly, he never touched the picture of Vivi. And by touch, I mean he didn't tear it to pieces. Retrieve Vivi. And Imu is staring at a picture of Lily. So Imu's a stalker. It was all set into motion long ago. The world is one big turning wheel, as Van Ogger said. Imu is conjuring the pentagram, the magical circle, ready to teleport. There you are, butterflies. The Holy Land shall be left in all thine hands. Great Imu, if you go to the surface realm, what? What is going to happen? We have no authority to forbid need this. Why is the newest guy seemingly taking the reins already? But, Great Imu, if you leave this castle, why is everyone sweating? It is not our place to question this. The Great One is fully aware of the consequences. No one can stop them. But you? And he warps. He left Merijoa Elbaf. Check it out! One of the demons was trying to put himself back together again, so screw you! Don't you dare mess with me. He's still alive in that state? Look, it's like a magnet. Freaky. You're the real freak. Gerd is holding Summers like a broken toy. They called you Gerd. I'll remember that. Swear I'm gonna give you a gruesome death, sure. Whatever you say. Think you should take a look at this. Oh, it's his heart. A steel heart? That's like the shoulder of Kuma when it got exposed in Thriller Bark after Zoro did his son. If I destroyed this, would he still be able to patch himself back up? Great poker face by Summers. Well, we know Zoro can cut steel ever since Alabasta. Then we go to Usopp and Brook. All your bones are busted, as per usual. That's the norm for Usopp. I won't forget your name, Sanji. You better remember mine. I already forgot. Gunko's chilling in her ice cube. Someone froze the school. Not quite. Its thermal energy was absorbed. What's the difference? Loki's eating some frozen bread. All the school lunch supplies are rock solid and tasteless now. This is bad for Luffy because he needs his meat to regenerate. Especially since Imu is on the way. We should give some to Usopp and the others. Wait, Luffy's gonna share food? Loki, that person you froze earlier, are they dead? I mean, this is One Piece. It was a flash freeze, so they won't die, but they can only be thawed out by Ragnir here. I mean, if Soul didn't die from the Ice Age by Aokiji all those years back. Huh? Nami's watching in the distance. What? Shit! And then a massive bolt of ink descends from the skies, or a bolt of darkness. Oh fuck. Is coming. What in the world? Well, maybe it's from another world. That black smoke looks weird. It's very similar to what the Banaro Island citizen said the first time Blackbeard used his devil fruit powers. And we see at least 3 darkness bolts. What? Look at the sky. Jesus, what the fuck? The whole sky pretty much is covered in darkness. We have a humongous pentagram above West Castle. Is that a magical circle? Everybody come here quick. What is this? Rumbling. And I'm counting 5 of the ink waterfalls there. I guess makes sense coming from a pentagram. What the fuck? It's playing music? Dororon. What? The houses are... What the heck? Is this a dream? The houses are singing. The forest trees too? What is this? Whole Cake Island 2.0? Is this another one of their abilities? Doom da da dan. Hey, leave da dan out of this. Dorororo. We have a musical accompaniment. And then a humongous strike comes from the heavens. Or rather, it's coming from hell, judging from that demonic circle. And it lands on West Castle. Oh, it's actually Haki. A Haki blast. That's Conqueror's Haki. Thanks, Zoro. It's coming from the castle. Hey, isn't this the same Haki from before? Imu has emerged from that demonic circle that Harald carved all those years back. So he landed on the throne room. He has a thing for those. He spat something. It's either blood or ink. Maybe Imu has tuberculosis. He's shivering. Oh, he's transforming. We see some wings coming out in the back, along with some haki and a sonic boom that destroys the castle. Who is that? Oh shit, okay. Before turning the page or scrolling down, I imagine it's gonna be something like the devil or maybe something godlike. Let's see. Hey yo, what the fuck? I guess it's both. The Great One. Don't tell me he came here in person. Look, there's someone on the castle spire. What the fuck is this, man? He looks cool as fuck. World Government Creator. One of the first 20. Ability, Devil's Fruit. What? Let me read the translator's note. Akuma, devil, is written here entirely in katakana, whereas it's typically written with kanji for normal devil fruits. Okay. King of the world, Saint Nerona Imu. Wait a second, so all this time I've been wanking to this guy? Nice. Looks like he came from Yu-Gi-Oh! He's like Marek Istar. What is that? The Millennium Eye tattooed on the hand? That's a fucking cool design though. Well, I take everything back I said, Imu. I mean, last chapter I said, you don't have the balls to show up in Elbaf. You showed me. Of course, I haven't seen you in action yet, but as they say, always judge a book by its cover. Let's analyze the appearance of this fucker. First of all, he has white hair, like Nika or Lunarians. He also has the skin of a Lunarian, the darker tone, or a Buccaneer, I guess. But in addition to that, he has horns like an ancient giant. Is he like every race in one? I don't see any wings though, for the Skypians, also Lunarians. But didn't he just sprout some wings before? Where are they? It does look like he has some dragon DNA in him. Pause. Is this how celestial dragons are supposed to look like? Those tattoos though, those hieroglyphics on his skin are fucking dope. I don't know if they're tattoos though, because they're white. If not for the Egyptian eye there, I would say that they look like circuit lines. I like how Oda made him, first of all, come from the top, from the heavens, the sky, descend like a god, but also land on the top of the roof. It's like the top of the pyramid, you know, symbolizing that he's on top of the world. The king, probably the coolest entrance in One Piece history. But he's bleeding, he's wounded. What's that circle behind him, by the way? That floating circle of darkness with a bunch of eyes in. Are those the eyes of the other 19 creators of the world government? He looks like he came from another manga. Besides Yu-Gi-Oh! He could have been like from Jujutsu Kaisen or something. Bleach. Let's talk about his clothing. He has that cool coat hanging from his shoulders. That's a staple for every cool character in One Piece. That coat has his symbol on it. The crossbones with a circle and the horns that got tattooed into Harald's arm to become a god's knight. It also looks like he has Harald's belt. Another weird thing are those 3 skulls from Ancient Giants. That looks like what Oars had in his belt in Thriller Bark. I guess his whole being is weird. He has that black ribbon arrow thing floating, on top of which are the skulls from what I understand. Damn, this guy looks like a boss. As he should. I'm glad Oda didn't troll for the final antagonist. But am I supposed to believe that this is the same guy who was looking like a thumb in a silhouette in Mary Joa? Make it make sense. Also, he wields a weapon, which must be one of the 12 top, you know, super blades. Probably cares too. It's kinda like Whitebeard's thing, mixed with some black clouds in the end there. Damn, it kinda makes me sad, actually, because this means the end is very close. What about that devil fruit ability though? He's the fruit of the devil? Can he control every devil fruit or something? Or is he just the devil? Here's a theory I just came up with. What if the silhouetted version of Imu in Mary Joa, the one that is always on the flower room fingering butterflies, is the caterpillar version, and then when he needs to pop out and sprawl into action to go for a brawl, like in this case, he undergoes metamorphosis and a butterfly is born that crawls out from the back, as we saw, and takes the form of one of the first 20, which would mean there are 18 other figures, because remember, the Nefertari family didn't join. Perhaps that was the One Piece that was missing. So according to this theory, Imu is just the latest edition of the creator of the world, of the king of the world, which would probably rotate every some years, I don't know, every second Olympics. But the problem is, now that the butterfly is out, good luck trying to put it back into the cocoon. Now it's gone. So this guy is fucked. Maybe that's why the Gorosei were so apprehensive, so fearful of dear Imu leaving Mary Joa. Because after leaving the silhouette, once you go out of black, you never go back. So I'm saying it now. Rest in peace to Imu. This guy here, he can never return to his prior state under that trash bag. I don't know, man. I've been staring to this page for too long. By the way, now that Imu left Mary Joa, it would be a good time for good old Blackbeard to go and sit on the fucking throne to fulfill his mentor David Jones' promise and maybe hand some mythical zone devil fruits from those 5 elders